Joining us as he does every week, Auburn guard Zep Jasper. Zep, always fun to watch you guys put up over 90 against an SEC team. You guys put up 94 in the win against Georgia. It's always got to feel good.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. It always feel good just to put up 90 on a great SEC team. If I recall, a month ago, we got on here and just talked about us losing that Georgia game against them in our first SEC game. And our motto was to stay in the top 25 just to beat Arkansas, and we did that. But it basically was about payback. We needed our payback.
Sure.
We started off the game hot, and, just to see yourself winning by 20, 25 at home, and that was one of the greatest feelings ever. And, it was good to bounce back after these two tough losses. But this weekend, it's good for us just going into the weekend by playing a great Tennessee team.
Sure. Yeah, there's no question about it. Staying on Georgia just for a second. I mean, they did beat you guys earlier in the year, and you guys definitely got the revenge. Is that something that's discussed? Like when you drop or even just play a team earlier in the year, it's like, okay, does it change how you approach them, whether it's a win or a loss earlier in the season? Or do you have to change what you do? How much different is the game plan each time? What all kind of goes into that when you play a team for the second time in a season?
Well, it really ain't too much that go into it. It's really kind of we missed some assignments on a couple things, and it kind of was our mistakes. That's why we go back and watch film and figure out what didn't we do and what did we do good.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a lot of things that we didn't do good against him that we practiced and learned in film to stop some of the things they do good. And, we just had a lot of miscommunications on defense.
Yeah.
They had easy shots, but maybe because it was their first SEC game against a top ranked opponent, and they haven't played a top ranked opponent in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of had the fans into it. They had the momentum, and we just wasn't playing Auburn basketball. But as in this game, we knew what they do. We knew we had to stop this. We knew their guards had to go to the free throw line a lot. And we just studied the scouting report so well last game.
Yeah.
And it actually worked out for us. It worked out in a big favor.
Yeah, I mean, because coming up, you guys play. You go to Knoxville this weekend, and then you turn around. You go to College Station for the midweek next week, and you guys drop the game against them. I mean, is it a similar thing when you guys start preparing for A&M next week, where it's just like, look, what we were planning would have worked. It was execution, or you didn't hit open shots or anything. I mean, is it a similar thing with A&M coming up too?
It's really the same with Texas A&M.
Okay.
It's one of those things that, you had a guard who scored 30 on us, but you know which way he's going every time. And we let him go there.
Zep, what's up? So when we go live after games, fans are asking, like, it seems like every time somebody plays y'all, there's somebody that just goes like unbelievably hot on the other team. In fact, we put up a story like the average in the 5 losses so far, the average team's leading scorer against you guys in those losses is scoring over 28 points a game. What is that? Just somebody getting hot? What is that? What all goes into that?
It's basically somebody getting hot, but also gaining confidence while they're getting hot.
Right.
You see yourself make when you are the leading scorer, you see yourself make 3 shots back to back. In your head, what are you gonna tell me? This team can't guard me.
Sure.
I'm gonna have my way tonight. I'm gonna be able to do what I want to do. So when those guys see that ball go through the net, it's like, it's my time now. I don't care who guard me. I don't care what they doing. But I look at it as like you just said, with Texas A&M, it was assignments and missed assignments where the player was going left, and we knew he would go left, but we was letting him go left, get into his sweet spots, letting him dictate where he wanted. We wasn't dictate where we want to make him go. He was dictating what we supposed to do. So it was on some things like, we got to do better. But I feel like it's going to be a payback game against them also because, they came in here and ended the streak. So it's one of those things, you know, that arena, College Station, is going to be super packed. They're going to pack it on out. And, you know, we got a track history being 0-2 over the past 2 games against Texas A&M. So we got to sneak up and win 1 game against them over these past few stretches.
Zep, I love it when you guys play Saturdays at 1:00. You can do a late lunch. It's socially acceptable to get a cold beverage, if you know what I'm saying, at 1:00. It's not always socially acceptable when y'all play at 11 to do that. So Baumhauer's clearly is the place to go if you're not making the trek up to Knoxville to watch you guys play. They've got TVs everywhere. It's impossible to look a direction and not see like 10 to 20 TVs when you're in that place. And Zep, you go to Baumhauer's all the time as well.
That'll be the most convenient place to watch our game on Saturday.
Totally.
I promise you, you won't be disappointed. You'll be able to get wings, pizza, platter.
Right.
And it'll just be a great atmosphere to watch the game. I promise you, it'll be nothing but Auburn fans in there, and everyone is going to be cheering for us to win this game this weekend, and it's going to be a big one. So I need everyone that's not traveling to Tennessee to head on to Baumhauer's and get some great lemonade, some great Bam Bam shrimp, and a nice old Supreme pizza.
I think that's the order, Zep. I think that's the order. No question about it. So, yeah, thank you to our friends at Baumhauer's, right in Auburn off of the Bent Creek exit. They've got it all going on. All right, so what do we know about this Tennessee team that you guys are going to play? They just lost to Florida earlier in the week, which surprised me, Zep. I don't know what you thought about that, but what do we know about these Tennessee Vols?
Well, Tennessee Vols, they're not just a great team; they're an excellent team. I look at them as one of the best teams in the country. They just play as a team. They're a great ball screen defensive team, great guards. Vescovi and Ziegler, they're guards who can get you going. But, you know, during the scouting report, we have to make those guards score on us. We have to make them score. Ziegler like to assist. He like to get you in spots and get you where you can help out so he can throw those assists. But we have to make him score one-on-one against us as in guards. We have to make Vescovi run around those screens and take tough threes and take pull-up jump shots. And, you know, they're just a tough team to play against. But I think if we can pull this off on Saturday, we'll be back in momentum. We'll be back full momentum. This is a game.
It's a huge game.
This is a huge game for us. This is a game we must win to get national notice. We win this game, we can be said as one of the best teams in the country also.
I agree, especially in the conference. Zep, I think it put you all in the driver's seat for the 2 seed, at least in the SEC tournament.
Oh, no doubt. But also, it just puts everybody on notice. And the good thing about this is we go there. I heard some about 24,000 people already got their tickets at Tennessee. This is an arena that holds maybe 26 to 27,000 people.
It's a huge arena. That's crazy.
Huge arena. So imagine us going in there and everybody against us, and we come out with the win.
You like doing that? You like hearing a lot of people cheer against you?
Honestly, I really don't.
Okay.
I honestly really don't. But it's impressive to go in an arena with 24 to 26,000 people that's against you, and you come out with the win. You know how exciting that can make a coach?
It's awesome.
That's awesome. That's great. We want to win this game, not only for us, our coaching staff, our fans, our family, because this is one we need. This is one that this is one that we can gain confidence in. This is one that people won't have to say, I don't know about Auburn. You know, they might be such and such. But if we win this, you won't say that no more. It'll be, I like Auburn now. They ain't a fluke.
Zep, where does you've played at Tennessee, right? Y'all went to Tennessee last year, right? Mm-hmm. Where does it rank in all the away SEC arenas you've played at, as far as like toughest to win or like most electric environment away from Neville?
Well, I got Tennessee at number 1.
Really? Okay.
I got Tennessee at number 1. And
is Arkansas up there too?
I don't think Arkansas up there, but I think Tennessee is number 1.
Okay, I got you.
Tennessee is number 1.
I haven't talked to you since the West Virginia trip. That was a pretty electric second half by you guys.
Oh yeah, pretty electric half. It shows that we got a lot of fight, got a lot of grit. I know a lot of people going to halftime. Oh, this team trash. This team suck. Get out of here. You know why? Because we showed toughness. We showed toughness that we can come back. No matter the team we play, no matter how much we down. Everybody in that arena was against us. Everybody wanted us to lose by 20. They wish we would have lost by that much.
Mm-hmm.
But we actually could have won that game. We came back. We was down by either one. We tied the game, but made a couple mistakes.
Close at the end.
Made a couple mistakes at the end, and they ended up winning the game. But, it just shows. You can go down and you can come back. But
they were more – sorry, Zep. They were more physical than I expected them to be.
Oh, yeah. They was a pretty physical team, especially 15. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think 15 would be as physical as he was and could move the way he moved.
He was a player.
He was a great player. He did great things in that game. He was one of the reasons why they won also. Him and Stevenson, willed them to that win that night.
Yeah, Stevenson had a great game for sure. Were you surprised that the Big 12 blew the SEC out and all that? 7-3?
I wasn't surprised. Last year we got the best of them, and everybody thought last year the Big 12 beat us such and such, but we actually beat them last year. But this year, they wanted the bragging rights this year, and they ended up winning most of the games. But I always say this: it's early in the season. This ain't March Madness.
Sure,
we'll see y'all down the road. We'll see a Big 12 team maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It really does seem like you guys are setting up to peak in March, which is obviously what you want, right? You want to play your best ball in March. It really seems like it's starting to come together for y'all offensively.
Yeah, no doubt. As I always speak on last year, I thought we peaked super early.
Probably around this time, right? Around this time last year.
No, I say in conference we peaked. We actually was like Alabama. When you look at it, Alabama is 9-0. They haven't lost a game in conference.
Good point.
We did the same thing they did. It was on fire, smoking hot. You could put it
right.
You could put us on the grill and put out the charcoal. We still be burning.
Sure, right.
And I feel like we was just like them last year. And we just peaked too early. And I think this year is a perfect opportunity for us to be a team that sneak up in there. Just sneak our way, and just keep elevating and keep going.
What's got to come together for y'all to do that? 3-point shooting, or is it more than that?
It's more than that.
Okay.
It's about, because you got some players who get up for different games differently. But I just look at it as you got defense, you got offense. You got to treat both of them like it's $1,000 on the line. You got to treat them like they gold, like this the only goal you're gonna get in your lifetime. And when all that comes together, when all that gel, I think we'll start clicking. And when that comes and we peak at the right time, let's peak in March. Let's not peak in February. Don't panic when we lose.
That's right.
Because guess what? We got March. March is the goal.
Do you think I've got a theory on this, Zep? I think a lot of college fan bases, especially in the SEC, and I'm going to put Auburn in this category. They're so football heavy, right? Like they just, football is, it's a big deal. There's no question about it.
Yeah, no doubt.
That I think we're conditioned where a loss in football is devastating. Like it could end your season, right? College basketball is not that way. It's not that way at all. And I think sometimes we overreact to a lot of these losses because of that. Do you think that's fair?
I think they overreact. Because who said you can't have a bad game? Who said you can't go in and shoot an off percentage?
Yeah.
Who said it just might not be our night? And you see a lot of negativity, you see a lot of talk. But hey, what if we go and play them again and we win? You see a lot of positivity. You see a lot of oh, I think we can do something this time, But if we win in March, mark my words, we'll remember this. If we win in March, I promise you, we win one game in March. I promise you it'll be a lot of positivity. There ain't going to be no negative talk. It's going to be, we did it. Let's get on to the next. Because right now we don't need that. You can say a lot of negativity right now.
Right.
We just, because it ain't March.
That's right. Zep Jasper, best of luck this weekend, my friend, and we'll talk soon.
All right, we'll talk soon.